Hey, what's up you guys? So as you can tell from the title of this video, I am finally doing my Kylie Cosmetics review. I was able to get my hands on a couple of her products about a month or two ago, and I really wanted to just like test it out and really see how they were going to work out for me. There were some good things and there were some bad things, so that's why this is not just going to be an unboxing and a little review and some swatching. It's going to be a tea sipping video too. Welcome back, how you doing, and cue the intro. Got the Kylie Lip Kit box, or the Kylie Cosmetic box to be exact. As you can see, it's just a basic black box on the outside. It did used to have this logo on the outside of the box, but it's been moved to the inside just because when the box first came out, people were seeing Kylie Cosmetics everywhere and they were getting stolen. So I think it was a really good idea that they moved it to the inside. I like the way it looks. I love her logo. So like I said, you can see that it says Kylie with her little drippy logo. It's got Kylie Cosmetics. And then on the inside of the box, I have my lip kit, which I purchased. I purchased a full lip kit, and then a gloss, as well as a personalized card that comes inside that's signed by Kylie. So yeah, next thing we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the inside of the box, do a couple swatches, and then I'll have my personal review of each product as we're swatching it and talking about it, giving it a bit of a closer look. All right, so here we've got the box just to give you a little sort of inside sneak peek. So we've got this little Kylie card that she's given you guys, and then if you flip it over in the sort of Kylie handwriting, it just says, "Thank you so much for purchasing your Kylie lip kit. I hope you enjoy using it as much as I enjoyed creating it. I put my heart and soul into each and every kit, and I want to thank you for joining me on my journey. XOXO, Kylie." So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. It's nice and personalized. I do really like this sort of emblem that she gives you, but I hate that like every time you touch it, it just kind of leaves fingerprints all over it. All right, so here we've got the box just to give you a little sort of inside sneak peek. So we've got this little Kylie card that she's given you guys, and then if you flip it over in the sort of Kylie handwriting, it just says, "Thank you so much for purchasing your Kylie lip kit. I hope you enjoy using it as much as I enjoyed creating it. I put my heart and soul into each and every kit, and I want to thank you for joining me on my journey. XOXO, Kylie." So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. It's nice and personalized. I do really like this sort of emblem that she gives you, but I hate that like every time you touch it, it just kind of leaves fingerprints all over it. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the actual contents of the box, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my sort of pros, cons, and just a little review and swatch of the products that I purchased today. Here we have the Kylie Lip Kit. This is in the color Candy K, and just to give you a little insight, I chose this color specifically because Kylie was on Twitter and she was going out saying which color she thought would be good for certain skin tones and certain hair color combinations. So I picked this for that reason, and I definitely regret it. It's definitely way too light for my skin, and it does not look, it's just not true to the color that you're actually seeing on the box, which is really unfortunate. So let's go ahead and take it out. So you do get one matte lip, and then you do get a lip liner as well. Definitely gone down a bit, and this isn't even just from me using it. This is just in general. It's way too creamy, so it goes down really quickly. It does look really weird, but you can sharpen it, which a lot of people aren't aware of. And then with the matte lipstick, it does have a traditional doe foot applicator, but this one, it seems a little bit fluffier than your traditional applicator, which is good because the applique is really nice and it does go on very opaque. I do like it. Same with the lip liner. I do prefer the lip liner to the matte lip. The matte lip to me is just extremely drying. I find myself having to use like a baby lips, then letting it dry, and then having to use a lip primer. Usually I'll go for the MAC lip primer. And I'm also having to constantly exfoliate my lips before using it and after, because I mean, they are very, very, very long lasting and totally transfer proof. So let's go ahead and give you a nice little swatch so you can get an idea of how it goes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and swatch it. And like I said, once again, this is Candy K. We'll just swatch a nice little portion of that for you. Now, I don't know, like I said, if it's because I got a tan or what. It looks okay against my arm, but when it's actually on my lip, I feel like it looks a little bit lighter than it should be. Now it does look a lot nicer if I fill in my lip with the lip liner beforehand, which I mean is kind of nice. The consistency of it's really nice. As you saw, it goes on really, really smooth, but just do be warned that you are gonna have to use a lot of primers so it doesn't settle in the fine lines of your lips and so it doesn't over dry your lips. So this is definitely my favorite thing that I've bought so far from Kylie Cosmetics. This is the Kylie Gloss, and this is in the color Like. It's a nice neutral brown tone. It is a gloss, so obviously the opacity is going to be very different from if you were using like a matte, but it is really, really nice, and I do like it a lot. It's for sure my favorite. It does have the same vanilla scent, but I feel like it's more bearable than the mattes. So let's go ahead and take it out so we can show you what that looks like. All right, so you've got the same standard packaging, black top, you have the clear bottom so you can see what color it is, and of course you have the Kylie logo just like we did with the matte. And now with this one, it does have a nice brush applicator, which I mean I'm always a fan of. It is a little sticky. I was very pleased with the fact that my applicator did not come all jacked up like Jeffree Star's and a few other people's did, but it's a nice thick applicator, and it's a thick enough wand to where you're going to get a lot of product, but you're not going to get too much, and it's not going to mess up the lines that you've got around your lips. So it is definitely really one of my favorites. All right, so we're going to go ahead and swatch this for you on my other wrist. So let's go ahead and take that out. And like I said, this is in the color Like, so it's like a nice brown tone. Let's go ahead and get that going for you. It is a gloss, so it's not gonna have too much color to it, but I do like that it's just brown enough to make a difference, and it's definitely a super high gloss. I traditionally do just tend to put like a sort of chapstick underneath all of my lip products anyways, just because I do have large lips and they do have a tendency to get dry very quickly, and I do live in the South, so it's really hot. So I do like this a lot. I love the color. Like I said, the smell is a lot more bearable than the matte. It's just definitely my favorite. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know some of my pros and some of my cons with these two products specifically. All right, I'm ready whenever you are. All right, so I've had these on for about an hour or so. As you can see, the matte has fully dried and the gloss is still super shiny, super glossy. The matte is definitely very transfer proof, so if I were to take a finger and go like this, you're really not, and I'm kind of going at it, you're really not getting, I mean, little to any product is coming off. With the gloss, since it is a gloss, obviously if I were to swipe my finger over it, you would have just like, yeah, see, you would have that like bit of gloss come off, but even like I took a small amount off and it gave me that much color payoff. So I definitely think that there are a lot of pros and a lot of cons to each of these products, and I'm about to get into them. So let's get real with you kids. All right, so I'm gonna get into the pros of each product. I'm gonna start with the Kylie Cosmetics Kylie Lip Kit, and like I said, this is in the color Candy K. So starting off the bat, we'll go ahead and start with the matte lipstick. The only issue I do have with it is extremely, extremely drying. Like I said earlier, you're gonna have to exfoliate, put some sort of primer, and exfoliation, like I said, is gonna be needed to, like before you put it on and when you take it off, which pre-exfoliation is not a big deal, but having to exfoliate my lips just to take a lipstick off is not my favorite thing. And then going back with the actual lip liner, the only issue I have with it, like I said, I'll go ahead and show you again. It's just extremely creamy. If you look at it, I mean, there's not even much to it at this point. It's just, I have to constantly sharpen it. It's just not a good look. For the gloss, the only con that I would have is when you initially put it on your lips, it's a little bit stickier than I would prefer, but that's it. As I've said, this is definitely my favorite product out of the two that I've purchased. I mean, I feel like the consistency of both products is really great, but I just think that in regards to the matte versus the gloss, I would go with the gloss. And now we're gonna get into our pros of each product. So, pros of the Kylie Lip Kit. With the actual matte, the color payoff, as you see, is really, really great. It dries extremely matte. It's completely transfer proof. I mean, I definitely do love that. And with the liner, the same thing. The liner goes on very well. It lines my lips very nicely, and it does a great job matching up with the corresponding color. What I love about the gloss, I mean, honestly, what don't I love about it? It goes on really well. The color payoff is pretty great for a gloss. I mean, the opacity of it's just very nice. The smell of the gloss versus the matte is just a lot different. With the gloss, it's definitely a more toned down version of the strong sort of pungent vanilla smell that you're getting with the matte. As I've said earlier, if I were gonna pick between a matte and a gloss and you really can't decide, I would go with the gloss. The good thing is that Kylie Cosmetics is now offering the matte and the liner to be sold separately. So if I were to just go ahead and want to get a liner, which I do like fully lining my lips with this and nothing else, it would be a really good idea. If you're somebody who doesn't really like to use doe foot applicators and you're somebody who does prefer pencil lining your lips in, then go ahead and just purchase these. The gloss, depending on where you are and your shipping prices, will give you about 20 bucks, and that's with tax and sometimes with shipping. And then the lip kits itself are about 15, and with tax and shipping, obviously that's something that you have to factor in as well. For the two products, if I'm not mistaken, I paid less than $50 for, which for something this high end and this high in demand is great. Would I purchase again? The gloss, definitely. The lip kit, probably not. I may get one of her newer birthday collection colors just because I genuinely do like them, but it would just have to be if I had money to spend, which I'm in college, so that's very rare. But I definitely would go ahead and say yes to the gloss and to buy a single lip liner for sure, because a lot of people I've heard ran out of the liner before they ran out of the lipstick. So now that she has them separately, it's a nice little thing that you can go ahead and do. Thanks for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to become an official pop and a member of my Candy Kingdom. It's gonna be all for today, so yeah, bye!